Why do 75% of breakfast lovers feel the pinch in their wallets? Let's dive into the egg-citing story behind the price surge. Alright, here's the deal. The price of eggs has been soaring, and it's not just because chickens suddenly got fancy. The main culprit? Bird flu. This nasty virus has been hitting farms hard, wiping out entire flocks of chickens. Imagine a bakery that suddenly loses half its ovens. They can't bake as many loaves, right? Same thing happens with eggs. Fewer chickens mean fewer eggs. But demand for eggs? It's still sky high because, let's face it, eggs are a kitchen staple. So, when there's less of something but people still want it just as much, prices go up. It's basic supply and demand. In simple terms, less supply plus steady demand equals higher prices. Now here's a little fun fact. Eggs are tough to substitute. Sure, you might swap your scrambled eggs for a smoothie now and then, but for most recipes, eggs are irreplaceable. This makes the demand pretty inelastic, meaning it doesn't change much even when prices rise. So next time you're shelling out more for a dozen, you know it's not just about the money, it's about the bird flu and the basic economics of supply and demand. Stay egg-educated and keep cracking those eggs, folks. But let's break it down even further. The bird flu, also known as avian influenza, has been particularly devastating. This virus spreads rapidly among birds, and when it hits a farm, it often means that entire flocks have to be culled to prevent further spread. This isn't just a small number of chickens we're talking about. We're talking about millions of birds. The impact is massive, and it directly affects the supply chain. When supply drops so drastically, the immediate effect is a spike in prices. Consumers feel this pinch directly when they go shopping. Suddenly, the cost of a dozen eggs has doubled or even tripled in some areas. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. For many families, it means having to adjust their grocery budgets significantly. And it's not just about breakfast. Eggs are a key ingredient in so many recipes, from baking cakes to making pasta. When the price of eggs goes up, it affects the cost of many other food items as well. Restaurants and bakeries also feel the impact, often having to raise their prices to cover the increased cost of ingredients. So what can be done about it? Unfortunately, there's no quick fix. Farmers are working hard to rebuild their flocks, but it takes time. Chickens don't just appear overnight, they need to be raised and cared for before they start laying eggs. In the meantime, consumers will have to deal with higher prices. Some people might turn to alternatives like egg substitutes or plant-based options, but as we mentioned earlier, eggs are tough to replace in many recipes. The unique properties of eggs make them essential for things like baking, where they provide structure and moisture. So, while we wait for the supply to stabilize, it's important to understand the factors at play. It's not just about greedy companies raising prices, it's a complex issue involving disease, supply chains, and consumer demand. And let's not forget the farmers. They are on the front lines, dealing with the loss of their flocks and the financial strain that comes with it. Supporting local farmers and understanding their challenges can go a long way in helping the industry recover. So next time you see those high egg prices, remember the bigger picture. It's a tough situation, but with time and effort, things will get better. Stay informed, support your local farmers, and keep enjoying those delicious eggs in your meals.